since you brought up keeping things light, I have noticed you doing that on the show. So when it comes to Martell, do you ever have moments where you're like, what's the point in having this conversation? Because it seems like y'all get into, well, it seems like it leads to an argument pretty often. So with you trying to keep things light, do you often think, should I have this conversation?
Absolutely. So what I will say is, now I know that no matter how cool I think things are, or how I think we're in an okay space, that doesn't mean that we can have a mature adult conversation. Because now I know that shit. Like, you ain't ready. Like, you ain't ready to be on that maturity level yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me now, ain't no reason for us to talk. Like, I'm not even gonna try to. I think that for me, because I have really moved on mentally, spiritually, all of that, emotionally, for me, it's like, why can't we be cool? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be enemies. But every time I kind of let my guard down just a little bit to say, okay, look, let's try to be amazing co-parents, which means us wanting the best for each other, hoping for the best for each other, not making each other's day a living hell for no reason. Every time I let my guard down for that, I always end up getting a bullet coming my way. Always. Always.
And this is the funny part. Like, in my reviews, I always say I want Mel to be happy. I want her to be healed. And I'm like, if I just want her to stop talking to Martell, because every time she do, he becomes an asshole. And I'm like, even though I feel like sometimes you force y'all to have conversations, which is fine. I'm like, but I want her to like not even have to deal with him, because he's not gonna be mature. Even if she wants it to happen, he won't be that way.
But you have to talk to him. But you have to talk to him. That's what I always say.
On the show, like, it's like, you know, we're on the show together, so it makes it very tough. It makes it very, very tough. But I think even this season, if you notice, we didn't have that many scenes together. You know what I'm saying? So that breakaway, I feel, is definitely happening. And my prayer is that eventually, one day, maybe, help prayer, Jesus, eventually one day there can be a level of respect and a level of maturity that doesn't cause conflict when we're in the same room or whenever we're having to have conversations. I will say, for me, at this moment, it really is about, our kids need both parents to be mentally stable and to be in a great place mentally. Us coming at each other, doing all that, that's not doing that. And truth be told, when it comes to social media stuff, like really taking jabs, you know, I do my music. Absolutely. That's my music career that I'm working on. But when it comes to jabs, posting stuff and coming, you know, all hard, I don't do that. I react. When I see something, you're going to make me react because now I got to defend myself. But I don't start that shit. I'm not waking up every day choosing violence. I'm not.
So I want to ask about these recent Instagram posts that Martell put out.
Okay.
It's actually quite annoying to us as women, because we feel like at the end of the day, Martell, if it was any real truth to it, you wouldn't be trying to get back with Mel the way you are, because that's not the way you men work. If your woman were actually outside of y'all marriage doing half of the stuff that you have admitted to doing, you would not be trying to be back with her. You would be trying to devalue her. You know, and he does that anyway, but you know, in a way of, I don't want to be with her. So can you clarify what he put out there with the names and all of that?
Absolutely. So what I will say is, for me, when I was in my marriage, I was in my marriage. Anybody I talked to after I walked away from my marriage is really nobody's business. It doesn't matter, because I walked away and I didn't go back. Like, I filed the papers. So anything after that, I don't matter. What I would say is, when I was in marriage, I was in my marriage. I've never dated, entertained an engaged man nor a married man. Never will. I'm just kind of, I'm on a different level, if I can say that way. I'll be for transparent. There's someone right now who tries to talk to me all the time, right? And just like, hey, can we go out? Can we go to lunch? No, because I know your ex-wife. Like, I'm not her friend. We're not cool, but I know her. So I'm that kind of person. So for him to make those allegations, I think that it's just really low, very disrespectful. And again, never have, never would date a married nor engaged man. No, thank you. I'm good on that. If I want to do some shit like that, I could have stayed with my husband and kept my kids all in the same house with their mom and daddy. If I wanted, if I wanted to play that.
Right.
And even if you didn't explain that, I feel like we were already thinking what you just said.
Because no one
No,
believes
for
For the
Martell.
interview's sake. Okay.
Yeah, no one believes him.
Right.
Real talk.
Oh,
And I mean,
okay.
I think the part for me that for him to be like, and this was all when we were happily married and before my mess. What? I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, how did he just wake up and choose violence today? Like, let me tell y'all, I don't get, and literally the night before, we were texting. And it was positive text because my daughter had a project. I was making sure that my staff dropped it off so she could take it to school the next day. Did she like the game board? Blah, 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 blah. He's like, man, she loved it. We texted positive. Then the next morning I wake up, I'm like, so you can't sit here in my face and tell me that you want a positive co-parenting relationship. That's bullshit. That's a lie. Because you continue to do these things. Like, don't say that. You're lying. It's I can say that I don't wake up choosing to make nobody's life difficult. I literally want him to be happy and move on so he can be happy. So then hopefully he'll leave me alone. Like, it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
Heal and move on. Let it go. Just let it go.
The way I always imagine y'all is so funny. I feel like this is the metaphor that I imagine in my mind. Y'all are both swimming. Martell don't know how to swim, so he clinging on to you and trying to drag you down and make you look bad. Like that's all I keep seeing every time I see y'all on screen.
But you know what I hate? You know what I hate? I hate that he hasn't realized yet that every time he pulls stuff like that, it backfires on him. Right. I don't know if he's realized it yet or not. Apparently not. But you keep coming for me, and the universe keep making that shit backfire on you. So stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop.
Right.
Stop.
Digging his own grave.
And then say that I'm the cause of your business deals not going well. No, people don't like all the bullshit you're doing. Because if you don't have no loyalty over here, then they're looking at it like, shit, you ain't got no loyalty. You ain't gonna have no loyalty in business either.
I feel like the common theme that I've noticed with a lot of the men on the show and period, like society-wise, is this lack of accountability. Yeah. And I think that goes across the board for Martell, for Marceau, even for Maurice, that it's a lot of, even though they're wrong, somehow it gets to be your fault in some type of way. His response to you, how he handles himself, all in some way has to be somebody else's fault and or responsibility. And it's starting to get hard to even like not see it because it happens so much.